You've probably seen a couple of those videos floating around where the person filming is asking someone how much their car payment is, and their answer is something astronomically high, kind of like this one.
What's your car payment and what do you drive?
$2,600 a month, and I drive my high country Silverado when I'm not driving my M4.
What's your car payment and what do you drive?
My car payment is $835 and I drive a 2023 Corvette.
What's your car payment and what do you drive?
$400 and I drive a 2015 GMC Sierra.
Now, the reason why these videos get so many views is because people like that are kind of the outliers, but the fact is the average American pays $742 a month for a new car and $525 a month for a used car. And don't get me wrong, cars are very necessary and fun to drive. One of my favorite things to do is drive a sports car very fast when I get the chance. But they're also some of the biggest wealth killers that can land you in tens of thousands of dollars in debt. And we all know how expensive both new and used cars are today. From what I've seen, the average new car seems to be going for around $30,000 or more. So today I wanted to give a real life example of how it's possible to find a very reliable used car for a lot less than $20,000. So I finally got rid of the old 2008 Toyota Corolla that was actually in our family since 2012. Obviously, I was a lot younger when my family bought it. I was about 15 years old in 2012. But we bought it with roughly 40,000 miles on it. And when I sold it recently, it had over 230,000 miles. So within 15 years, we put just under 200,000 miles on it with very little to no major mechanical problems. And I sold it about a month ago for $2,500. And the idea was to put that $2,500 towards a lot newer of a car with a lot less miles. So we went to different used car dealerships and test drove a couple of cars. And for those of you who are currently looking for a car at the moment, know that it's a huge headache going back and forth to different dealerships and test driving different cars and negotiating prices. And especially with used car dealerships, the salespeople know absolutely nothing about the car and they're willing to just sell it to you no matter what. Even if it's a complete lemon with mechanical issues, they'll still sell it to you for 20 grand. So thankfully for us, we found a private seller that was selling this 2017 Toyota Camry for $15,600. Here in Utah, we have what's called KSL.com, which is basically a Craigslist on steroids with a huge marketplace for cars, which is where this one was listed. And this Camry had just over 100,000 miles, but what sold me on it was the fact that this private seller was the first owner and was very diligent about keeping up with maintenance and doing regular oil changes, things like that. So just the fact that it was the first owner who took really good care of the car and knew everything about it made it more of a no-brainer for me. And on top of that, we were able to talk them down from $15,600 to $15,000 flat. Now, I had never financed a car before. I always just bought cars fully in cash, but for credit building purposes and honestly just to get the experience, I decided to finance this one. So I put $4,000 down and financed the rest, which puts me currently in $11,000 in auto loan debt. I also paid around $1,300 in taxes, so out of pocket I spent over $5,000 that day. Now, because my credit was pretty good, my auto loan rate is 5.74%, so my payment for that $11,000 in debt is $221 a month. Now, keep in mind that I am someone that doesn't make a crazy amount of money. I make a very average income, so $200 to $250 a month was right in the sweet spot of where I wanted my monthly payment to be. And this is totally my opinion, but even if you do make a good amount of money, I don't think you should pay over $300 a month for a car. But again, that's just totally my opinion, and I think there's a lot more that you can do with your money than putting that much into a car each month. So I do have enough to pay off the car in full if I wanted to, but like I said, I did want that experience in financing a car. And now I have the option to pay it off in full within the next couple of weeks if I wanted to, or continue paying off the car over the life of the loan by simply making those monthly payments and using that $11,000 for other investments or just a nice cushion for emergencies. So in a position like mine, what's kind of nice about financing a car is it gives you a few different options of what you could do with your money. But as of right now, I am leaning towards just paying off the car in the short term to eliminate all that debt and have a little bit more peace of mind that way without having to be tied to any monthly payment. And so far, I have absolutely loved this new car. I'm a big fan of Toyota, and it's definitely a major upgrade from my last one with all the bells and whistles that I need. So I did just want to illustrate to you guys that it's possible to find a great working used car that's new enough without having to spend $20,000. So hopefully this was helpful. If you guys have any questions about my whole car buying experience, then leave them in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.